Good morning, everyone. This is Elio Piedra, and you are watching Morning Coffee with Elio. Today, we're going to be talking with award-winning Latin Grammy Renesito Avich. Yes, I mean, this guy, come on now. This guy is just something else, unbelievable. He plays multiple instruments, percussion, he sings, he plays guitar, he plays bass. He does it all. So you better stay right there because today, this is the second time that Renesito is at Morning Coffee, and we're going to be talking about his upcoming album. Stay right there because Renesito will join us after this. Get up, baby, this morning. This is Elio Piedra. Another morning means another coffee because this is Morning Coffee with Elio. This is going to be a great day. We have a fantastic guest. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the great Renesito Avich. How you
Hey,
doing, my brother?
good man. It's a great pleasure to be here again, and so happy every time that I see you everywhere, on all over social media. So proud of you, and so proud and happy to people to have you there, and they love you a lot, man. That means a lot. That means
Thank
a
you,
lot.
brother. I really appreciate it. And then I love you too. I love you. I love what you do. You are amazing. And you are contributing not only to your community in Sarasota, Florida. You are watching from Sarasota, but you are contributing to the world with your joy, your music, your art. It's just fantastic. It is unbelievable.
Thank you, man. It's been I I have to say it's been a tough time for everyone, but and in the other side, we are able now to be in contact with our people, with the crowd every time doing live section, sending videos, sending love, music every day, and I think this is a special situation in many ways, not only on the bad way. So yeah, definitely we're here.
Awesome. So, talk to me, Renesito, about well, actually, before we start talking about Café con Cariño, which is your actually the brand new album that is coming up. I would love to talk about how it's been with a solo album. How it's been going because a solo album took a transition from normal to pandemic, and then you
Uh,
went to Peru and everything promoting. So, talk to me a little bit about that before we jump into the new one.
well, solo, like just like you said, it's been a blast. We were able to promote it for 2 years, and being able to have video clips going to Latin America, going around the states, and we're able to be I would like to say like a pre-award, a pre nominated to the Latin Grammys, and many people were able to listen to it even if it wasn't nominated, and so I'm so happy. Many people writing about a solo even in Europe, and so yeah, it's been a great way to start, and now getting ready to the new one, Café con Cariño. So
Nice.
yeah.
So, where do you record this music video?
So right now you're this is the beautiful town of Sarasota, Florida, and so there's many places you can show the video in Sarasota. So this video was actually recorded on the Ringling Bridge, and that part is on downtown Sarasota. And of course, I would like to say, hey, I'm from Santiago de Cuba, which is the southeastern part of Cuba. Elio is in the other side of the island, which is Pinar del Rio, right? So And from Santiago de Cuba, I went to study in Havana, and then I moved to the States. So first, Santiago de Cuba is my hometown, but Sarasota is definitely now my second hometown. And I would like to say the first. This is the most. I spend the most time here in Sarasota, and people. I love the people here, and many people around the world are coming to Sarasota to see my shows. And
Nice.
very supportive people, very nice ambience, and yeah. Hey, I love you, Sarasota.
Awesome. How long you been in Sarasota
It's
for?
been 5 years now. Yeah, 5 years.
Nice. Yeah, that's
Yes.
your home. That's your home. Shout out to
De-
Sarasota.
definitely. Yeah.
Nice. So, so now let's talk about café con cariño. By the way, what is your coffee? What is your coffee? Huh?
Well, I already took a shot of coffee. I have water by now.
All right, all
Cheers.
right.
But the thing is, I don't know what do you have in your cup, but I I drink a little shot of Cuban coffee, which it can't be too much because it's so strong,
Yeah.
and that's one of the reasons because I call this album "Café con Cariño." Coffee is something you share with someone, or maybe you share by yourself, treating yourself first in the morning with this little coffee, and that's what I do every morning, and that's what many people does. And I also have a song called Café con Cariño, talking about that connection between love, between yourself, loving everyone. And yeah. So
Nice.
the matter of fact is your show, it calls Morning Coffee. So definitely you gotta have my album somewhere there.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, man, so happy uh, with this coming album. Also, with these quarantine times, artists, we were just talking about that before the show. Artists are we are able to sit on the studio, on your bed, and on your living room to create and think about your music, how you can connect in more ways with the crowd. And Café con Cariño has been like that. It's been a year recording, but then this quarantine situation makes me to sit and to make it better, to make it sounds better. Having more musicians on board to the album, which is something that I would like to talk also. The special guests, all the friends performing on the album, all the people calling me, hey, I want to be part of it, and yeah, man, it's been a blessing. Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, so now talking about Café con Cariño, Coffee with Love. I know, I love that title, by the way. uh, talk to me about the guests. Yes, I am interested to hear about the process of selecting who you want to have on your album and why.
Definitely. Well, you mentioned a solo first, and I love it because a solo was an album, was my first album. If you don't haven't listened yet, uh, was my first album a solo in Spanish, even in Italian means a solo act, right? Because I have a one man Cuban band show where I perform around 7 instruments at the time, a recorder, and then make it sound the full Cuban orchestra. So a solo had that, I would say, concept, which I went to the studio. It took me 2 years to layer all the tracks for the album. So 95%, I would say 90% of the album was recorded by myself, and also we're able to mix it, retouch the sounds by myself, and so it was a lot of responsibility on me.
Wow.
So in this album, I deliver more responsibility on my friends. So I have a bass. As the bass of the instrument, like for example, the guitars, the bass guitars, the small percussion still are on my. I would say, I was the one who to record all of them, but then talking about the guests, for example, and the bass, the album is like is it's like a building. So the
Yeah.
base of the building are for the Cuban music is the bass itself, the upright bass, and then the percussion. So I would like to mention percussion first, since you are a great percussionist.
Awesome.
So you are, and so in the percussion I have on one of the basses I have Andy Fournette. Andy Fournette is a percussionist from Camagüey, Cuba, and he has record mainly all the congas for the album. And then in the other side, I have more bass players like Mauricio Rodriguez, another Camagüeyanos from not from Camagüey on the bass. Uh, I have Nestor del Prado, another bass player from Cuba.
Nice.
Uh, on piano, I have Yasdani Portillo. It's a novel pianist from Cuba, and uh, and then talking about the other part, I have another special guest from Cuba called Orlando Maraca Valles. He's a
Nice.
flute player, and if you're a musician, you might hear of him because he's a well-known flute player from Latin America to the world, and so I'm so happy to have him on board. And then talking about friends, we have our friend Junior Arronte, saxophonist from also from Elio's hometown, and he lives in Miami. Well, he's one of the greatest saxophone player I have heard ever, and we were also talking about that. He's actually performing on a piece called El Pum Pum, which is gonna be my first
I like
single.
that. I like that.
All right, all right. I hope people like it too.
Yeah, Junior is amazing. Junior, shout out to you, my brother. We
Oh
love you.
yeah, and so you'll see what I'm talking about. El Pum Pum, the first single of the album. I'm glad you like the title already. And I would like to say that Pum Pum is El Pum Pum, which is a Pum Pum. It's gonna be a, it is already a Changui. A Changui is the grandfather of the salsa music. So
Nice.
I'm also so happy to have so many roots and very pure elements of the Cuban music on this album. So that's gonna be also like part of the guest of the
And you
album.
just and you just mentioned that that you have a lot of surprises on your album, but you're going to have Paquito de Rivera. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Also, many people knows Paquito. When I'm saying many, I'm talking about the whole world. And if you're a musician, of course, you know Paquito de Rivera. And Paquito is a multi instrumentist, and he plays saxophone. And in this case, he's playing. He just recorded yesterday the clarinet for a piece called Vidita Mia, which is a beautiful love song from Compay Segundo. Compay Segundo is a composer from the Buena Vista Social Club band. And so Vidita Mia is a song he recorded on the 50s in Cuba with El Duo Los Compadres. It's a famous duo. And such a beautiful piece. Not many people know about it. We made a version of it where Paquito did such a great solo, very, very nice touch to this piece. And so also in that song, it is featuring with Otto Duniel Ferreiro. Otto Duniel is a singer from
Yes.
Tampa, a very talented man and very sweet man. It's a of friend. It's a great friend to me, and also his singing itself on Vidita Mia. I'm singing as well. And Otto did all the chorus part of the album. So check it out. I'm so happy.
Otto is a great singer. Shout out to Otto as well.
Yeah.
I know, we are friends on Facebook. It's amazing, and man, I am very happy. What a lineup! When is the album coming out?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what? I would like to I would say I'm on the 80% of the recording process. I definitely have El Pum Pum ready to, to launch for next month. I would say, and but I'm gonna take a time so people can enjoy every single song, and they can tell me what they think about it. So uh, to launch the whole album maybe in a few months. But for now, I will launching El Pum Pum as a first single. I would like to do a video. We're already on the process to doing a video. We have a surprise for El Pum Pum. If you are a Latino, even if you are not Latino, you will know this person featuring El Pum Pum as well. So I'm so happy. I can't tell by now, but for sure I'm gonna give you the premiere. So then you can tell to your followers. Now they are my followers too, and a part of the family. What's going on? So check it out.
Hey, come on. I mean, when the album after the day the album is available, I want to make Café con Cariño the song of the show. You
Hey,
know.
no, you know what? You know what? Maybe we can even go there and play together Café con Cariño because we actually do that. So, hey, come on. We'll do it. We'll do it.
Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome, brother. So I always wanted to ask you because you are such a talented musician. You have accomplished so much since in the short period of time that you've been in the United States already in 5 years. You've been nominated. You won a award-winning award on a Latin Grammy as part of a production with musicians from Europe. You've been collaborating. You have your YouTube channel that I want to talk about that as well. You've been doing so much and successfully. So, for you, what do you look into when you are selecting your guests? What is anything that a guest need to have that you say, I want this person in my album, for that specific reasons. So
Absolutely.
talk to me about that.
Well, first, I would like to say that every time a musician, every time a creator, it doesn't have to be music, but in the music is a special thing. Every time a creator have a song on their mind, you dream that you dream the whole thing. Like if people cook when you cook a meal, you dream the whole thing, right? I'm gonna do this spice, some onions, some and it's the same thing with the music. So when you dream that, and then you say, "Hey, I would love to have Paquito de Rivera here. I would love to have this musician here," but then you say, "Okay, uh, I love them and I would love to have them, but I how I can make Paquito de Rivera, for example, in love with my music," then he said yes, because we're talking about a big, a big musician was so famous and also many consideration. I said he can pick every time he can play with someone because of course we love him and there's many opportunity he can play everywhere and that I have to make him in love with my music. I don't know if I'm saying if I'm saying this on the right way in English, but he has to be in love with my music to perform on it. So it's you have to pick the right song where you want him to play on it. So it's been I have been lucky. I would say hey man, definitely luck is part of it. So and
Okay.
I'm
I
I'm
wouldn't
so
call it. I wouldn't call it luck, to be honest. I will call it your hard work, brother.
uh,
Hard work pays off. I'm telling you, you are patient. You are consistent. All right, and you are professional. So the hard work consistently eventually is gonna pay it off. So I know the luck what you mean, but that luck, if you actually think about it, that luck, it is the translation of all the process that you already been working on. Because if
definitely.
you don't do all the process, Paquito see your work and said, you know what? This work seems like there is no process behind it. There is no production. There is no evolution. And man, so that's
I agree. I agree, and thank you, thank you. I think also the respect it is what make you work so hard to have a result of your work itself. And definitely when you feel respect for your music and passion for the crowd first, and then I'm glad so many people are they appreciate what I'm doing. So that's great. That's great. That's a great thing, and that's why we work for. The people to know the music, the people to listen to it, and if they like it, that's it.
let's
That's everything.
go let's go deeper into details now. So how the connection happened? You call Paquito, you reach out via email, via phone call.
uh,
How that happened?
well, it happens that the first video that I made in YouTube. Now you mentioned my YouTube channel. You can go check it out, Renesito Avich,
Oh yeah.
and you'll find some videos that I post every week. And the first video that I made uh, 5 years ago was a version of Compay Segundo, and called Vicenta. And I received an email one day, like a month after I released the video from Paquito de Rivera, saying, "Hey, I was dancing on my home to your music," and yeah, man, that was it. For me, I I was so excited about it, and then I wrote back, and we were emails back and forth, and emailing back and forth, and then we were making common friends from Miami, from New York, and before the pandemic, I had a ticket to New York actually to record this piece with him, but then this happened, and we just arranged everything to record from his house, and I think, like I mentioned, man, the respect I feel for him, and maybe he feels the respect that I feel for our music. It's the key of it.
So let me see if I understand it well. So Paquito they email you about that, saying that he was dancing to your music.
Yeah.
That is huge, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, man, that's awesome. I'm so
uh,
proud of you, brother. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. That's right there. Sometimes, and that's something that I wanted to mention. You know, I have a lot of friends in common that they actually live in Spain. I don't remember if Barcelona, Madrid, but I think it doesn't really matter now. They've been touring with Paquito, and they say that number one, Paquito is super humble, awesome human being. He's always so funny and very outgoing with the musicians. So, I am very happy to hear that he actually did that as well. And it is, to me, very wonderful to keep listening stories of the great person that Paquito is. So,
also, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. When we first talk about going to New York, he say, "Hey, we gotta go after the recording and eat some rice and beans because that's what he liked to share those times." That he say, "Hey, you are from my mom's hometown." His mom was from Santiago de Cuba, and just like you said, he's so humble, and you feel so great. Yeah, talking to him and sharing some stories. So great.
nice, man. I can wait. And let me tell you guys, Renesito has some like a little taste, a little something for you guys. That we're gonna go to get quick break, and then when we come back, Renesito is gonna be ready with his guitar to play something for you guys to make you feel in love once again with his music. And before we go to the break, I would like to shout out to my sponsors, and not without mentioning that I would love to shout out as well to Lendio, North Florida, for being supporting our business community all around Central North Florida, related to the PP loan and all of that. Helping people with the whole process, especially my friend Luis Salazar, amazing guy. So actually, until August 8th, if you haven't got your PPP loan from the government, reach out to Luis Salazar, Lendio, North Florida. You go to Lendio, North Florida, you're going to see it right there. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and then we are coming back with El Maestro, Renesito Avich.
Thank
This
you.
is Morning Coffee with Elliot. It's going to be a great day. We have a fantastic guest right now. So we are coming back after this break.
So I'm right here in the studio and just took this little guitar to play a song called Café con Cariño, which is the song we were talking about. And it's actually the name of the album, all right? So check it out. Very, very informal and acoustic. So I hope you like it. This is a sweet shot of coffee. Check it out. Cariño, hazme un café. Quiero quitarme las ganas que tengo yo de beber en el calor de tu cama. Cariño, hazme un café. Y te prometo quedarme hasta mañana. ¡Hey! Cariño, hazme un café que me devuelva la vida. Con él quiero complacer las ansias que le tenía. Cariño, hazme un café. Y te prometo quedarme toda la vida. Cante la familia.
Eso es. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
Just
talking about.
Dear taste. And yeah, man, I love that song. And let me tell you, I made that song in the morning with my coffee. There's not, uh, I'm not joking, all right? This is a real deal. Was in the morning after my coffee, boom, I made café con cariño. So
So
I
what coffee you were drinking to see if I can make a song like that one?
I gotta talk to them, and then we can mention on the show. I was Cuban. Was Cuban though.
Was Cuban for
You know
sure.
what? It was Puerto Rican. I guess this
Oh, okay.
friend is from Puerto Rico. Actually, I would like to say we were talking about the guests from the album, just making a connection to it. And from Puerto Rico, there's a big a part of the guests are from Puerto Rico in this album. And I have the pleasure to have my guest for two cuatro players. The cuatro is a folk guitar from Puerto Rico. So and so I have a Christian Nieves from Puerto Rico, which if you heard Despacito is a
Yeah.
very famous song. That the cuatro you heard that there on the song is Christian Nieves, so he's part of my production as well. On another single that I'm launching maybe by middle of the fall, and I also have Prodigio, which is another cuatro player, very famous. This musician, he has played with Willie Colon, Ruben Blade, Grand Combo. I mean, you name it. Ricky Martin. Um,
Nice.
so also from Puerto Rico. So the other part is a surprise. Yeah, the other part it's a surprise still. So yeah, so happy that Puerto Ricans are supporting my music. And when I went there like this last February, thank you to Jerry Rivas, a singer from Gran Combo from Puerto Rico.
Nice.
That was so beautiful, man. The welcoming they did to me, and I feel like Santiago de Cuba. I feel like in my hometown, and they so great, so supportive there in Puerto Rico. So shout out to the island of Puerto Rico as well, and I'll see you
Yes.
soon, Puerto Rico.
Yes,
Definitely.
shout out to Puerto Rico. I actually had the pleasure to share the stage with the Grand Combo. Well, my bad, not the stage. I was performing with Andy Montañez, and we shared actually the camerino, the backstage, and we had the opportunity to talk. And man, they are fantastic people from Puerto Rico. The Grand Combo, humble. They are
Yeah.
so down to earth. They are just, saludo, abrazo, beso,
Yeah.
cariño, Puerto Rico. Thank you for supporting
Yeah.
this amazing asset that from Cuba, that is, defending the Cuban music, the Cuban roots, the Latin roots all over the world right now. But my friend, you can live here without the game of the day.
Uh,
I create a game with
all right.
with all the situation. This has been like a tough year, a stressful year, and sometimes we need to make we need to take the best out of it and keep negativity away. So I have created this game where you can select different one choice, one from the auctions that I have, and you explain why you select it. Are you ready? Let's make it happen. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's go. All right, ladies and
All
gentlemen,
right.
we are back, and this is the game of the day. What would you change in the world? This is for Renesito Avich, our special guest today. But if you are watching right now, first of all, like it and share it and leave a comment. What would you change in the world? And let's see if you have the same answer that Renesito. We're gonna meet you down there at the comments. Yes, leave your comment right now. So, Renesito, what would you change?
I would change the mindset and
Yes.
hey, uh, this situation. I have to mention the pandemic situation because this is the reality of today. It's we have learned a lot of it. We have learned the way we have to deal each other as a human being, and changing the way we're thinking, and it's definitely what we need to change in the world in many ways. And I'm part of it. I'm part of the change. I think I have changed a lot the way I see the world, and I appreciate a lot of things now, and that's part of my of me changing my mindset. Also, be grateful every day when I wake up. It's something that I had as a concept before, but now I'm more grateful every day I wake up. Every day I can call you. Every day I can text you. Every day, my mom, my father, everyone say good morning to me. I can say I'm good. How about you? And yeah, these small things make the world beautiful. It's what we have to appreciate every morning. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you are at. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome. And do you think mindset could affect the other situation, the other options? Like, for example, having the right
Oh yeah.
mindset could affect the other.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Hey, life is full of concepts, even if you like it or not, and so definitely mindset. I would call it out. Definitely, mindset could affect your emotion situation if you have concept of way to confront your life, to the way to you can fight for your dreams, the way you can be grateful. It definitely affects on your emotional situation. Uh, and we were talking about café con cariño, which is coffee, or even if you take water. Hey man, the human we need water, and drinking water it's something you have to enjoy. You have to enjoy when you even when you breathe, right?
Yes.
That's also taking care of yourself. So when you take care of yourself, definitely take care of everyone. Your emotional situation change. So economic, uh, it's also about concept of your mindset of your way to see life, and economic. It's for me. It's like a game. You gotta play that game uh, very serenade in a way you can survive and be happy because happiness, man, is what everyone needs. Ah, political situation.
Ah,
Hey, no one's wanna talk about it. Hey,
oh
it's
yeah.
something we have to deal with our reality every day. You can stop that, and yeah, we are able to make that change. We're definitely able to deal with it. And if doesn't make you happy, hey, don't don't talk about it or uh, you know. But definitely, I think we are part of it of the political situation, and yeah, we the mindset also can help you to deal with it, and yeah, definitely.
Awesome, brother. Great answer, man. Great answer. I am not surprised. I appreciate you for making the time to be here with us this morning. I always feel honored, having you at the show, and we can't wait. We can't wait to have Café con Cariño.
Uh,
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for Café con Cariño, coffee with love. But it's
Hey,
Café con
you,
Cariño.
thank you, brother. Thank you for having me. And every time that I sit here and talk to you, is a blast. People are we're so lucky to have you. And thank you. You are an inspiration for me. I have told you many times, but I have to say it again. You're an inspiration for me. And hey, we'll get together soon, all right? And
Thank you, brother.
love you all. And thank you for support, Elio Piedra. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Sky is the limit.
Yes, and you guys that are watching, do not forget to stay tuned for next episode, and most importantly, keep supporting live shows, live artists, support arts, support music, dance all over the world. You are asking, how can I support? Simple. For example, I am gonna share this right here. That's your website, right?
Definitely.
So, renesitoavich.com. Go to the website, go to YouTube, subscribe, like Renesito pages, share the video, share the love, because actually it's amazing. It is unbelievable, and that's something that you wanna share with your friends, so you can share the joy. There is many things that we can do in the midst of this crisis, even though people are like, oh no, there is anything else to do, let's wait to see what happens. No, don't wait, don't waste your time, don't waste this pandemic. Do what Renesito is doing, adapt yourself, keep growing, keep reinventing yourself, so you can keep expanding and developing your own self. So this is Elio Piedra. You've been watching and enjoying Morning Coffee with Elio, with the great Renesito Avich as a special guest. And remember to stay tuned for Café con Cariño. Leave your comment below if you are interested on buying, on supporting Renesito, downloading his music. Leave your comment below right now and like and share this show. Do not forget to also find us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and just follow Morning Coffee with Elio. It's simple. Just grab your morning coffee and enjoy with us. We're going to see you guys next time. Yes. Thank you, brother. You're amazing.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
Guys, thank you very much for watching Morning Coffee with Elio. Yes, we're really looking forward to seeing you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Do not forget to like us and follow us on Facebook and become part of the Morning Coffee with Elio community. Stay tuned, stay inspired, and live full.